Vid number 3? Oh, y'all. Come on, y'all. Worst internet attack the world has ever seen. This is vid number 3 of the day. Come on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get it started, though. We done been through. Matter of fact, let me stop playing with y'all. What? Good, Joshua HoodieJay, and I'm back in a reaction video. Yo, as I said, this is the worst internet attack the world has ever seen. Yo, make sure y'all go hit up the infographics show. It's a YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that up so y'all can learn some shit in a more creative way. Just so you can just be a little enlightened about some stuff that you probably never knew. But hey, let's go ahead and start it. Make sure I hit that like shot. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe, and then turn the post notifications so you know I come back here like clockwork. Let's make sure this is on the screen before I mess up like I did the other videos. Cool. I know it's on the screen. Let me try one more time. Okay, cool. And we're gonna watch this all the way through. Let's see what's going on.
The internet is the modern library of Alexandria, serving as a massive archive of human knowledge, communication, and resources. Every day, billions of people log on and communicate with people a world away as they work, learn, shop, and create. It's become as much of a part of everyday life as the car or electricity. So
that's true.
What would happen if it all suddenly went away? The internet is a complex network of hardware and software that's connected to all of our homes.
Let's keep it a stack.
And cellular data. But while the internet is a lot more durable than
Let's keep it a stack. The internet go down for a day, like everywhere in the world. The internet is not working. Nobody can do anything on the internet, bro. People probably gonna be out acting like nuts. But hey, let's keep going. Trying to get through this vid. We got one more vid after this.
Weak spots. Chief among them, malware. Software designed to cause damage to a computer, server, or computer network. Malware has been around since the earliest days of the internet. Of course, in the early days, malware wasn't quite so sophisticated. One of the first computer worms or software bugs, the Morris worm.
Imagine having that computer these days. Oh my god, terrible.
Today's computer viruses are much harder to contain, uploaded through sophisticated software that disguises their true purposes and spreads through many channels. And one, the WannaCry ransomware attack, nearly caused incalculable damage to the internet if it wasn't for the help of the unlikeliest of cyber heroes. It was May 2017 and the internet was humming along with billions of people using it daily. But many people were using old computers, and that created a vulnerability. Older computers are using outdated security measures, which may have been effective at protecting from viruses and hackers when they were released, but not as technology evolved. So to a mysterious group of black hat hackers who infiltrate security systems for blackmail and extortion purposes, decided to take advantage.
Wait. I just thought about it. Did they just say this happened in 2017? Bro, did they just say this happened in 2017? How did I not hear about this? The fuck? Let's keep going.
To create a crypto worm targeting Microsoft Windows operating systems, the most popular operating system in the world. Most viruses rely on the person who receives them to do something to let them in, like clicking on a suspicious link in an email.
Imagine being alive at that point, using all types of technology and never hearing about this situation.
But not
Crazy.
WannaCry. WannaCry was unique because it would spread itself. It used a transport mechanism to search operating systems.
Bro, is the computer self-destructing over there? Is that what I'm looking at?
And execute a copy of itself without the user ever needing to let it in. And once it was in,
bro, what are these red demon coronaviruses? What is that?
Encrypt all data on the computer system, locking it up and turning the computer into a very expensive brick. The only way to fix it, according to the hackers, pay a hefty ransom in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin and get a code to unlock your computer.
There was just trying to make some bread.
People submitted their payments, but never seemed to get their data back.
Bro, every time I see that little ad thing pop up in the bottom right corner, bro, joint bothers me. I'm like, bro, why you have to have an ad right now? Out of all the times you want to have an ad, you want to have it in the middle of my video.
Dozens of insurance
Come on now. Let's go. Come on. Next up.
Security experts to say that this was a scam and not to pay the ransom, but that didn't help those people who had their systems destroyed. For the average person, this was a massive inconvenience, especially if you were in the middle of trying to submit a term paper. But for corporations and institutions, it was much worse. Many organizations found out the wrong way that they were using outdated software and found years of data vulnerable. Universities, government organizations, hospitals, and major corporations all found themselves kneecapped by WannaCry.
Yeah, that sucks,
even bold-faced names like FedEx, Deutsche Bank, and
those
Nissan were hit. The worm was spreading fast,
big
and if it
companies
was allowed
too.
to
Them
keep
not no
hitting
small
systems,
companies.
the damage would be incalculable. That's when into the breach an unlikely hero stepped. There's only one way to stop an attack from a malicious hacker, and that's with another hacker who can outsmart them. Marcus Hutchins was your ordinary
Makes
British
sense.
lad,
That makes
the
some
son of a
sense.
Scottish mother and a Jamaican father. But from an early life, when he wasn't enjoying the waves and working as a lifeguard, he displayed a great skill with computers. He got started with hacking early when he was a boy, hacking his school computers to install video game software.
So what it sounds like, bro, man, was just a computer
code led
hacking
him to more
genius. That's what it
sinister
sounds like.
figures.
It's not like he
By
was
the
just
time
that
a
tech savvy
teenager,
guy. He
he
just
was
knew
joining forums
how to
that
do
taught him
certain
about
things with
developing
computers that
malware. Marcus was
everybody else
about to take
obviously
his
didn't
first
know.
big step into the hacking world.
obviously why
and
they
his
needed him to
school
fix the
was
WannaCry
first to be
joint.
hit. Marcus created a code that would steal people's passwords using an autofill feature on Microsoft computers. He became so fixated with developing codes that his grades started to suffer despite being more than smart enough to tackle the material. When the
Makes
school's
sense.
computer systems got hacked, Marcus was quickly blamed. Although the school could never prove he was behind it, they still banned him from using their computers, which led Marcus to pull away from school and spend more time with his new friends in the malware forums. They were about to lead him down a dangerous
He wasn't playing no
path.
school,
Marcus was only
he wasn't playing no
15 when
games. He
joined a
dropped
bigger,
smooth
more
out of
dangerous
school.
hacking forum, Hack Forums, and they had high standards for their members. Each member had to create a botnet, an automated program that distributed bots which stole data or shut down computer systems. This is the same system that was used to distribute WannaCry. But Marcus's plans weren't that apocalyptic. He created a system that would target users that illegally downloaded things off a BitTorrent, giving him the opportunity to take control of their computers. By 16, Marcus was known as a powerhouse in the hacking world. He wasn't the most renowned hacker out there yet, but he was about to catch their eye. No one knew who Vinny was. That was the point of a hacker forum. Everyone concealed their identity, but Vinny had use for Marcus's hacking skills. He wanted him to create a kit of hacker tools that could be sold on the online marketplace. Hutchins realized that these tools could be used for cybercrime, and this would make him an accessory. But the lure of money was too big.
My man said, "I'll
and he
pay you
made the
big.
kit
I'm dead."
be sold like crazy. Vinny thanked him with a box of illegal drugs. But Marcus was about to find out that the only thing harder than getting into the hacking deep web is getting
Why this nigga pull up? Why this man send his man drugs through the mail? Why he send this man drugs through the mail? Crazy. But hey, y'all see what I'm saying about how the infographic show teaches you stuff throughout the entire video, but it's in a more creative way, so it's not really boring like that. Plus, they got the animation, so I can fuck with it like that. But yeah, let's keep it pushing. We got like
out. Vinny soon came
5
back to
minutes left.
Marcus to ask him to develop a second, more powerful rootkit that would be used to target financial transactions and banks.
I have another
Marcus
job.
didn't want to take the risk,
want it.
but Vinny revealed that he knew exactly where Marcus lived and would turn him over to the
Oh,
FBI if he didn't
Vinny
help him.
up, bro.
Marcus put his hacking skills
Vinny-
to work,
Vinny
developing a
gonna
powerful key
threaten to
logging
call the
program
feds
that didn't include the original
on Marcus
request
because
for a
Marcus ain't
web
want to do it.
inject
That's
system
crazy.
that would steal payment info directly. This
that
would
point, I
come
would've
to be
did it
known
too.
as Kronos, one of the most powerful hacking tools on the internet. Marcus Hutchins had played with fire and he was too deep in the hacker world to get out. But his deep dive into cybercrime turned out to be exactly what was needed to save the internet. Now 19, Marcus continued to be involved in cybercrime thanks to Vinny's blackmail and had become addicted to drugs. When he met a mystery man
he
named
got
Randy
blackmailed.
online, he
That
learned
sucks.
that Randy was a philanthropic hacker. When a hacking mishap cost Randy $5,000, Marcus revealed that he created Kronos and gave Randy a free copy. He distanced himself from Vinny and developed a new identity as the author of a blog called Malware Tech, where he analyzed the strengths and weaknesses of hacking devices. That gained him the attention of Salim Naino, the CEO of the tech firm Cryptos Logic, and they worked together to stop the powerful hacking attacks that shut down institutions like Lloyd's Bank. But his biggest test as a hacker was still to come. It was May 12, 2017.
How did I
when the
not
WannaCry
hear
attack
about this,
began,
though?
and it had spread to over 150 countries in under a day. No one was sure how to unlock the computers or how to stop the virus, but Marcus Hutchins had been one of the first people to become aware of it. He knew what malware looked like, and he had tracked it to an unregistered domain name, the giveaway of a botnet. When he registered the domain, he was able to set up decoy servers at Cryptos Logic to lure the worm in, allowing them to track it. Hutchins and his co-workers at Cryptos Tech partnered with the UK National Cybersecurity Center, and they were able to keep the worm from progressing further. Only a few days later, they released a patch that would soon protect users with outdated computers from the virus. French cybersecurity experts soon joined in and were able to unlock the affected computers. All's well that ends well, except that Marcus Hutchins had just become a cyber superstar, and his past was about to come back to haunt him. Marcus was one of the most sought-after people in cybersecurity, and although he wanted to stay under the radar, he agreed to give an interview to the Associated Press.
So how do you want to stay under the radar in that
Guy who
case?
Stopped WannaCry. And there was no bigger event for cybersecurity than the DEF CON conference in Las Vegas. The quiet English boy with a dark past was about to enter the biggest state in the tech world, and he spent the conference hobnobbing with the biggest names in the industry. Everyone wanted to hear his story, but they weren't the only people waiting for him in America. After a whirlwind conference,
So
Hutchins was more than
he
ready.
basically got, in the tech world, he got real famous real quick. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like he finna get hit with the okie doke.
To get back to England. But as he was waiting in an airport, he was approached by several well-dressed men who asked to talk.
Well-dressed
He
men.
was taken into a stairwell.
Well, he was approached by several well-dressed men. FBI, automatic FBI. What you getting approached for? What they approaching me for? You know, if these was regular people, they wouldn't even have cared about what they was wearing. But nah, several well-dressed men take me to a staircase, like talking about they want to talk.
They put him into handcuffs. He wondered if they
That
found
gotta be the FBI.
marijuana in his bag or something else petty. But as they questioned him, it was clear they wanted to know about one thing: Kronos. It turns out that being the world's most famous white hat hacker didn't get you immunity from your time as a black hat hacker. The
That's
FBI
tough.
had been lying in wait for Marcus for a while.
See, I already know it. FBI, gotta be FBI.
And even working
Situations
with
like
airport
this,
security to
that's
make sure he
FBI
wasn't
stuff.
delayed in the line. Everyone knew he wouldn't be getting on a plane to London anytime soon. It turned out that Randy had identified him as the developer of Kronos after he was caught up in another hacking site bust. Hutchins had made powerful enemies, and they intended to send him to prison for a long time. The good news was he had powerful friends as well. When Hutchins contacted Nino, the cybersecurity world sprung into action to pay his bail, although many of them tried to pay with stolen credit cards and Bitcoin. Marcus was released to house arrest and was charged with 6 felony counts. But he wasn't the one the FBI really wanted. They wanted his initial handler, Vinny, a powerful cybercriminal. But Marcus didn't know much about Vinny and didn't want to report the other hackers he knew, so the FBI played hardball. They added 4 more charges. The man who saved the internet ironically had exposed himself.
See, I tried to let it
serious
slide
jail
when they
time
first
by
said
his
6
cyber
felonies.
heroes.
I tried to
The
let it
pre-trial
slide, but
period
then they
went
talking
on
about
for
adding
over
4
a
more.
year,
That's
as
10.
the FBI
You're
wanted to
tripping.
force Marcus
Y'all
into a
wilding.
deal. But as it became clear that Marcus didn't have the information they wanted and support for him
I was about
online
to say, what the
grew,
fuck?
the FBI agreed to a plea deal. He would
Okay.
plead guilty to 2 of the 10 charges and apologize, and he would be sentenced to time served instead of jail time plus a year of supervised release.
Oh,
That
that's not
means
too
he's
bad.
Still a guest
That's
of
way
the
better.
US and will likely be deported to the UK.
That's, first of all, let's just say right now, that's way better. That's way better than what could have happened. Like, my man's could have really been in the pen for like life. Nigga had 10 felonies, not a felony. He had 10 felonies. He had the big 10 felonies. No, nothing less, nothing more. He had 10 felonies. Like, if they sent him to jail for that, bro man would be chilling. But they said you got time served and some other shit. They said, but let's keep it pushing. This is the
When
last
it's
few
over,
seconds.
only delayed by 3 years. Marcus Hutchins played with fire.
Oh, so that
unleashing
means, wait, matter of fact,
dangerous
now that
hacking
means
tools
they
on the
said
internet.
about like
And
3
without
years
that
added
knowledge,
on
the internet
after the
itself
time
might
served
not
thing,
have
whatever.
survived
So
WannaCry.
basically, he's still
For how
here.
Marcus Hutchins would
Dang,
compare
he
to
got
other
to deal with
legends
him.
of cyber
He got
warfare.
to deal with
Check
America
out
during
10
the
most dangerous hackers of all time,
The
or try this
election,
video
the
instead.
election foolishness and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. That sucks. Sad case for him. Let's that's the end of the video. As y'all can tell, let's get this off the screen. I haven't done this in a minute. Take this off the screen. No, I said that. I pressed the wrong thing. But yeah, basically, let's just be saying like, that's crazy. Yeah, I already had a feeling like sooner or later, yeah, he was gonna get caught for everything that he did when he was young. But I mean, shit, he did save the internet. He basically saved the internet of hundreds of countries. So you gotta give him his props and all of that. But dang, bro, your consequences are always gonna come back to bite you in the ass sooner or later. But I ain't gonna keep applying that. So all I gotta say is, it's your boy HoodieJay. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, yo. We gotta go ahead and get ready for the next video. It's your boy. Y'all already know. Like cause we lit. Comment cause I don't know what y'all wanna see, what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Yo, all my social medias are in the comment or in the description box below. Spam them joints until you feel like until you're tired of spamming them. Spam them as much as you want. Yo, other than that, share. Well, when you just gotta share. Just go share. You gotta subscribe too, cause I don't see why you would share without subscribing. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So subscribe. The fuck. After you subscribe and share, you gotta go ahead and hit the post notice. So you know I come back every day like clockwork. Like clockwork. Tell your friends. Tell your friends I come back every day like clockwork. I'm putting videos out like that. I'm putting videos out like that. Simple as that. But hey, we gotta go ahead and get ready for the 4th video. So we at the bottom right now. We ain't staying out here. Cause y'all already know we on the road up. But other than that, it's fuck was that? It's about that time. It's about that time for the 4th video. So we out.